Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video. I'm Babsy. And today, we are going to be talking a bit about the faction frigates. If you're looking to fly frigates, there is a lot of options though. Not only the faction frigates. You have to take a look at the market and you'll see all the options available to you. I mean, there's a lot of frigates. Just saying. The ships that is flown the most right now is probably faction frigates and interceptors. Because they tend to be quite awesome, if you ask me. The first look on the faction frigates indicates that they are pretty expensive for such a small ship, right? It's kinda true. They do cost a bit of ISK, but they're also quite powerful if flown correctly. So well worth the ISK. You will be able to actually fight a lot of different targets, and they are not only good for PvP, they can handle a lot of PvE content as well without too much hassle. Just watch out for webs when you're PvEing with the frigates, because they might screw a bit with your speed tank. And if you are unlucky, your ship might just explode. So think about that. Kill the webbers! I used to do a lot of PvE content in a faction frigate back in the day. Sure, it takes some time to clear the anomalies or the encounters, but it's usually pretty safe. So the first ship that we are going to be talking about is my favorite ship, the Daredevil. You can do some crazy things with this ship, and it's pretty much the king of kiting if fitted with rails. It's a smaller and a faster version of its bigger brother, the Vigilant. And everyone knows how good the Vigilant is, right? If I were to fly the Daredevil today, I would have, like I said before, used rails. Kept my butt out of webbing range as good as I could, and that would probably end up being a success. I'm just kidding. I'll probably end up in a gate camp somewhere and just go boom. The Daredevil is, in my opinion, a really strong PvP ship. Not as good for PvE as other ships, but it's still pretty decent with a webbing bonus. The second ship that we are going to be talking about is the Succubus. This little ship is also really good for both PvP and PvE. The AB bonus it gets makes it really fast with an afterburner. And while you are using an afterburner, no one will be able to scramble you. So if someone gets a tackle on you, you tackle them back. And you would have a good chance to actually gain range and blap your target and win the fight. The Succubus gets some good damage, decent range, and some really good tracking. It's also one of my favorite frigs. And I mean, it looks just amazing, right? So cool. The third ship is the Daredevil. I've seen a lot of people fly this ship, and I actually don't get it. It's a good ship, don't get me wrong, but just like its bigger brothers, the Cinnabal and the Macarial, they are all a bit lackluster. And I'm saying this even though I have a lot of skill points invested in cannons. So the Daredevil is actually an excellent ship for catching targets. Using strike cannons on a Daredevil also works wonders, while keeping you out of web and scramble range. The Daredevil will do a lot of damage, with good tracking and good catching, if you can say that. So if you're looking for a fast tackle, the Daredevil should be your go-to ship. Number 4 is the Curer. And to be honest, I've never flown this ship. Or never even actually fought one. Stats and bonuses looks nice, but you would probably be stuck using small newts or nosses, and that would limit your range by a lot. Maybe you can rig for more power grid and actually be able to oversize a newt or a nos. But yeah, I don't know. I would be pretty confident engaging a Curer in any other faction frigate. But I might be mistaken and probably end up losing that fight. But who knows? But as I said, I've yet to meet one in space, so I'm gonna leave that here. The last ship that we're gonna be talking about today is the Worm. Like the Curer, I haven't flown this ship in EVE Echoes. I used to fly this ship back when I played EVE Online. But yeah, that was a while ago. And same as the Curer, I haven't fought a Worm in PvP ever. Maybe I'll do that someday and I'll change my mind. I see this more of a PvE ship, where it would be really good from the looks of it. And if you enjoy using drones, of course. But I could be wrong. A lot of people like to fly the Gila in PvP, so I'm thinking the Worm might be pretty good as well. And I can see a lot of potential for the Worm to be a really good kiting ship. Right? Remember that it all comes down to how you fly your faction frigate, or your ship overall. Just because you buy a ship and fit it using some kind of meta fit doesn't really make you win fights. Watch out for newts. They tend to shut down frigates really fast and you end up stuck in space and not being able to do anything except getting blown up. Poof! What are your thoughts about the faction frigates? Anyone actually flying the Worm or the Courier? Let us know what you think of them. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like. And if you are new here and you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel, because then you will help me out a lot. And you will also get the notification when I release a new video. You guys have an awesome day, night, or evening, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Goodbye!